A Fox News guest connected scientific enlightenment and reason to the Holocaust. I know, it doesn't make any sense to you. It doesn't make any sense to me. It's not clear whether it made sense to Steve Doocy. This was a Fox guest who slammed President Obama because his transportation secretary is, the nominee rather, is connected to an 18th century scientific movement that embraced reason, and reason is partially to blame for the Holocaust. I know, I explained it again, and it still doesn't make any sense. Let's take a look at the video and see if we can make heads or tails out of it, Lewis.
Okay, so today is the National Day of Prayer.
Right.
And yet this Mr. Fox guy is calling it a National Day of Reason. What's going on there?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not sure. I mean, he comes from North Carolina, which has the 7th highest church attendance. Clearly, he's not running for re-election since he's up for transportation secretary. But, you know, G.K. Chesterton said that the doctrine of original sin is the only one in which we have 3,500 years of empirical evidence to back up. Clearly, we need faith as a component, and it's just silly for us to say otherwise.
Okay.
You know, the age of enlightenment and reason gave way to moral relativism. And moral relativism is what led us all the way down the dark path to the Holocaust. And I just got back from Jerusalem, where I saw Yad Vashem, which is the Holocaust museum there, where there was thousands and thousands of shoes of little children who died in that, 1.5 million.
This is the height of verbal diarrhea. This woman is foaming at the mouth, just trying to get any of the words that she can get out. Morals and Hitler and the Holocaust and religion. It's if we were to, and in fact, there's a Canadian teacher who listens to our show who left a voicemail saying he uses Fox News to teach media literacy and the difference between journalism and not news and, you know, lying on TV. This would be, you could do a course. We would have a special seminar. Like in high school, there would be an AP class, which would just analyze, all semester, would be just analyzing this video.
Right. And isn't this also an example of the Gish Gallop?
Yes, it is. Yeah. It is the Gish Gallop. She's just throwing anything she can in there. And so the connection, if I had a little whiteboard, maybe I would do a diagram. The age of enlightenment and reason gave way to moral relativism. And moral relativism eventually led us down a dark path, which in and of itself led us to the Holocaust. So therefore, the mayor of Charlotte saying we have a day of reason is just like Hitler.
This is fascinating. She's also implying that faith and moral relativism are mutually exclusive.
Right. No, she's implying faith and morals are right. You can't have one without the other. And I've actually 2 weeks ago recommended the book Rights from Wrongs by Alan Dershowitz, which dispels these ideas that you need religion in order to talk about morals and to talk about rights, and that rights have to be God-given. So we have so much actually that disproves that. But the notion that faith or unquestioning belief in something has a specific and immutable redeeming quality strikes me as quackery, guys.
It's insanity.
And I would even say it's the questioning mind that brought humans out of the Dark Ages, when faith was sometimes demanded at the sword point. Right, Natan?
You know, most historians say that the Age of Enlightenment helped lead to the American Revolution and the French Revolution. And, you know, if you want to even play this game with this woman, you could say, well, I mean, the American Revolution resulted in America with slavery. So if you're going to somehow say that you're only going to pick the historical situations that are convenient for you to pick out, and say that it led to that without leading to all the things that this country has done that are horrible, then so be it.
Let's just back up a little bit and realize that she's trying to slam the transportation secretary.
Nominee,
right. But transportation, really?
Hard-hitting segment with Steve Doocy. You've got to be careful. He'll give you the questions and you won't know what hit you. Wow. Mostly because the questions make no sense.
Right.